everybody, my name is Maria Sofia Palmieri. I'm a certified wellness life coach with CTEDU, and I'm also an actor based in Rome, Italy. So I'm basically an actress. I started acting really soon in my life. I've experience in theater, television, cinema here in Italy, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy for a majority time of my life. I struggled a lot with myself. I used to suffer from low self-esteem. I used to have a lot of insecurity. I wasn't confident. A lot of problems of anxiety. Let's say that one day I chose that I really wanted to change my life for the better. And I said to myself, I'm tired to be like that. I want that something changes, really changes. And so I really took charge of my life, of myself. I started working on myself. I did a lot of inner work on myself, and I decided to start with personal development. I started reading a lot of books, books from coaches, life coaches, mental coaches, personal development, self-improvement, self-help books. I started, let's say, 2 years ago, and after a long inner work, and then I said to myself, okay, now I want more. I really wanna become a coach. I mean, why not? I think that maybe coming from a position of past mental struggle can help me to connect more with people, can help me to really give people some kind of hope, because if I dealt with that, I think you can do too. So yes, I said to myself, okay, I'm an actress, it's okay, but I want to also open up another path for me, another path. And I decided to take an online course with CTEDU, and I started this beautiful training that really impacted a lot my life. And so then I graduated, and it was beautiful because now I have the opportunity to touch people in some way, to help people becoming really find inner peace, because I think that inner peace is crucial if you want to reach some goals in your career or in your personal life or in a relationship. If you're struggling with yourself, it's so difficult to reach those goals. So I think that working on yourself is really the key to, I think that what happens in our outer life is a reflection of what's really happening in our inner life. So if you want to have something more in your outer life, you have to work on yourself internally first. And this is, I think, is my best advice that I can give people that really want to become their best, want to reach their goals. Yes, so start with yourself. Ask yourself who I am, who I want to be. There's a really distinction between who you are and what you have. It's really not what you have, but it's really who you are and who you want to be. Thank you. So, well, I was really into personal development. I started reading about personal development, personal improvement, like 2 years ago. And yes, I started reading a lot of books, but I didn't know what coaching was really about. So let's say during COVID, during the first pandemic, I decided to give myself a chance to become a certified life coach. But it seems to me that in that moment, everything was just a case, but I don't believe that in life things happen just on a case. I think that I was supposed to become a life coach. And I was scrolling the internet and I found this school and I decided to apply. Yeah. So it started like this in a simple way, but I came from a position of interest in personal development, in personal improvement. So yes, that was my beginning, basically. Oh, so my business is something that, in my opinion, is really new because I'm trying to incorporate workout, so physical workout with mental workout. And what I'm trying to do that fortunately is working, I'm offering this kind of training, kind of group coaching to fitness centers, gyms. And yes, so I'm incorporating group coaching and Pilates, or group coaching and yoga, group coaching and metabolic workout, because I'm really interested in wellness. And my goal now is to bring this kind of coaching, this kind of group coaching in companies. I'm a wellness life coach, but I want to work also with executives. I want to work with companies and with employees that want to reach a higher level of performance, but at the same time wants to work on their inner balance. Because I think that if you're not really centered and if you not feel comfortable with yourself, you cannot deliver a great work. So that's my goal, to bring my kind of group coaching and my training to companies. My vision, I think that for having a vision, clarity is crucial. So I'm trying every day to develop my vision as much clear as possible. And my vision for my coaching is really to bring my training also in the US. I want to bring my training in New York and working with company and organizations, trying to improve people's well-being. But I have a double vision about it, because from one side, I want to, as I mentioned, I want to bring my group coaching combined with workout to the companies, but at the same time, I want to make it more accessible for people that maybe cannot afford. So what I'm trying to do also here in Italy, and I'm trying to creating this kind of events in parks, in the open air, outdoor, with metabolic workout or yoga, and then after that group coaching. So yes, it's kind of double vision. And I also like to work as a speaker, as a motivational speaker, maybe because I have a lot of experience on stage as an actress, and I want to inspire and motivate people. I think that is something that I can definitely do. I like to give this kind of advice. Do it for yourself, it's okay doing for yourself, but ask yourself a question. Why do I want to become a coach? How can I serve others? What I can really offer to the world? And my other advice that I think is quite important, trying to apply your tool as a coach in your everyday life, especially with people that you love. Because as a coach, you must be coming from a position of evolution, respect, compared to other people. You have to be more self-aware about who you are, about who you wanna be, and ask yourself every day, because this is kind of exercise that I do every day. I ask myself, what kind of person do I want to be today? How I want to show up in the world? And I think that if you work with personal development and self-improvement, you have to be aware of that. So start working on yourself first, because when you work on yourself, you can give your best to the world too. Yeah. I like to tell them it's okay to take your time to decide what you really want to do in life, because I'm sure that everything that you do really serves you. Maybe it won't be the job of your life that you will do until the end of your days, but it's experience. And I think that experience, any kind of experience, is so precious. So even if you start working, for example, in an office, but then you don't feel content about it and you want to change your job, it's perfectly okay. You don't have to bemoan what you've done so far, because it's just personal experience and you can apply in your new job, and everything really serves you in life. So even if you want to start to be a coach, but you're not so sure about it, which happened to me in the past, because my first job is being an actress. So sometimes I used to be a bit in conflict, but then I discovered that they are both a part of me. So it's okay to do two jobs. There's nothing strange or weird in that. You can be yourself. You don't have to follow the crowd every time. For me, coaching is a continuous improvement, but it's a challenge. For me, basically, it's a challenge, because I think it's quite easy to wake up every day and just be yourself as you are, without challenging yourself. It's okay be yourself, it's totally okay, but sometimes you have to go on a next level if you want to improve your life, because sometimes your behaviors are not so good, and deep down inside yourself, you know that you can do better. So coaching for me is this: really challenge yourself and express your full potential. So why not express our full potential in life? That doesn't mean that we have to be perfect, because I'm not perfect. I do a lot of mistakes, because we are all human and it's okay. But having the willingness, the desire to say, okay, I want to go on the next level. I want to improve myself every day. I want to give more. I want to do my best. Yes, I think it's a challenge. Yeah. Coaching changed me a lot, because it's like being a doctor. It's not something that you can learn just in theory. You have to apply it. And for applying, you have to test on yourself every day. You have to experiment. You have to experience all the tools that you have in coaching in your life, in your everyday life. So I think I really changed once I started my coaching path as a human being, I became more empathetic, I think, and that really served me also in my acting job. Empathy is a muscle, and becoming more empathetic, I think, is crucial in a coaching journey. So yeah, coaching really changed me. The thing about myself is that in the past I used to struggle internally because I wasn't really self-confident. I used to have low self-esteem about myself, and I used to put myself in a position of the victim. So years ago, I wasn't really convinced that I could help people to reach out their best. And when I started doing my coaching path, my perspective changed. I came from a position of I did a lot of therapy during my life, so I was already self-aware about myself, but coaching really changed my perspective about myself. That I'm not a victim anymore. So I'm a responsible woman, and I can take care of others through coaching. I can serve others through coaching. I can be, in my simple way, in my small way, a kind of leader. And I think that if you start to consider yourself as a leader, also your life can change. Also, yeah, the perception that you have about yourself, basically. So Coaching Training EDU really gave me a strong structure in my coaching path, and I feel confident about how I can do as a coach, because they really gave me a structure, a model to follow, and simple but really impactful. And I think that the foundation, what you study at your beginning, is really crucial. So they really gave me solid foundation. Yeah. So my mother is a key person in my life. She's amazing. My mother, looking at my family and my personal life, in my personal development journey, my trainers and also some mentors that I've discovered on YouTube, that I used to listen some audiobooks, like Robin Sharma, Anthony Robbins, Brian Tracy. Some of those guys really inspired me, and because I read a lot of their books before starting coaching, and I think that they really inspired me to start this journey as a coach. So yes, I could say that my English teachers at my high school really impacted me, because English has always been one of my greatest passion. Here in Italy, we started learning and speaking English very soon, like 5 years old. So it's very soon. But yes, my English teacher at high school, it was amazing. He was so passionate about his job. So my English teacher was amazing. And I think that, yes, being a teacher can be one of the most beautiful jobs in the world if you really have the passion, if you really want to guide students in their journey. that sometimes can be quite painful when you are in high school, because you're kind of teenager, to struggle with a lot of hormones problems. You don't like yourself, you're really insecure. So I think that some key figures, some key teachers can be great to have in your life at school.